All right, Jesse here for Yakima MTG, back for round 3 with Geoff.
What's up?
Ben.
Howdy.
And Ben's on camera again on the right-hand side, back with his slide deck in round 3. On the left, we have Martinez, and he's playing a Naya Devotion deck, which it's green Devotion that splashes white for Mastery of the Unseen and red for Creator's Clause. So, if you watched any of I think it was GP Miami, you saw what green-white Devotion can do. And before that, green-red was doing a lot of work where you just generate a ton of mana and then Creator Clause them for 1 billion. So Marco's trying to do both. He wants to create a lot of mana, put a lot of creatures on the board because he's got the Whisper Word Elementals. Mastery of the Scene flips them up and gains a bunch of life and then burn you out. That's what he's doing. Ben's just going to race you. He's going to bring the sly. Alright, turn 1, Fire Drinker Satyr. Pretty much what you can ask for. Marco's on a mold of 6. Drops a forest. Then
Looks
you
like
have no second mana. I'm guessing you've got another turn 1 though.
absolutely. I have a choice: Frenzied Goblin or the Foundry Street, and I go Foundry Street.
Yeah, on an empty board, I think that's the right choice. All right, Marco drops Winslow Teeth, and
One of my favorite plays. Opponent fetches.
Hurt yourself all you want.
gets a Plains, and I think he has a Sylvan Caryatid in hand, so I'm guessing that's what he's going to drop. He just does a decent job at blocking.
Yeah, it sure does.
It's scary though. I mean, you don't want to trade it, for just some random pump spell. It's
Yeah.
I mean, you want to be able to build out your board and play a 4-drop next turn and not.
I saw a Whisper Word
Or even a
Elemental, and I
5-drop.
saw a Courser, so he's got plays.
Top deck my second land drop. That's always nice.
Yeah. So you've got Goblin, Lightning Strike, Hammer Hand, Stoke, and a Dragon Mantle. So you got a lot of options here. Marco saying, "Don't do it." All right. So what's the play
Well, when
He's
you
got 2 Whisper Word Elementals, so he's got 2 5-drops.
So I don't think there's any way he blocks here, right? I mean,
it's just too valuable to get up.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, he's got 2 Whisper Word Elementals, which start spitting out manifest creatures. So that has to be the goal. And
Looks like I'm going for more cards.
I like that play. So our Hammer Hand, and then the Goblin triggers the Goblin.
So it's 4. Oh, he does block.
Well, now that Ben's tapped out, I think
he's
it's
tapped out.
to
That's
block
right.
there, yeah.
For a moment there, he went directly for the pen and the paper. I was like, he's going to take 4?
Alright, drops a Courser, and he's got a Nykthos in hand, so he's going to gain a life here.
Okay.
And on top of his deck, he's got another Courser. So both of you guys are developing the boards in ways that you want. I'm guessing you're gonna stoke the Courser here? Or does the fact that you have another Courser change that?
That he has another Courser?
Well, you see on top of his deck he's got another Courser.
Oh, right. I think I ignored that when I made my play. At this point, I'm thinking that my Frenzied Goblin makes this a free attack.
Oh, because you can just make it so the Courser can't block.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, how am I going to...
He is at 9, too.
How am I going to make this the most profitable at this point?
And then you're trying to save
I
the
could
hammer
just-
hand so you can swing again.
For free. I've got multiple lines here. I could just attack pre-combat with with Frenzied Goblin, pay the red, and then the other 2 creatures, and just fire breathe my guy. That way, I save all of my action spells. I could.
Yeah, you've got a lot of lines. You've got a lot of lines here.
Yeah.
All right, so you go Hammerhand, which does the same thing. It gets you in an extra point of damage, though.
Yeah, I think that's why I ended up doing it. And then I have the mana posted. Oh, I don't have. I decided to pump.
Pump twice. Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's down to 2.
Yep.
Or maybe I missed something. This is your 9.
Is that what you do? Is it that important for him to play the Caryatid over the second Courser?
No, I play the second Courser.
The Caryatid?
I don't know, because with the Caryatid, he can't target it with the Frenzy Goblin, though.
That's true.
Yeah. Guaranteed blocker just in case.
Right.
That's always annoying.
Yeah.
Problem is, you can just make him big enough to just kill him anyway, so.
Yeah. Missing his land drops. Missing that one land drop here is really bad. Because if he hit his land drop, he could have dropped Whisperwood Elemental and then added another creature.
I really like this play of just stacking the Hammerhand on the same guy, because it allows me to guarantee
Coursers are going to die.
The Caryatids will die.
Yeah.
At least one.
Mm-hmm. All right, so he's got to pump it twice. Kills that. And again, keeps him away. You don't know what he's got in his hand, but we know that he needs that. He needs that mana. Well, there's a Nykthos off the top, so you could tap it. Tap the Nykthos.
It's not gaining any mana, though.
And then bring another one in.
He's not getting any lands, but he gets the mana.
Yeah, but then he could play the Whisperwood Elemental.
Oh, I see, because he doesn't have another land drop.
Yeah.
And he gains a life.
So yeah, it puts him up to 5 here.
Then he manifests.
Whisperwood.
Man, that card is so good.
Yeah. So Voyaging Satyr, and then we see another Courser on top of his library. But Ben, you have Stoke in your hand.
And the Lightning Strike. So this game is over.
Yeah. He needs to gain a lot more life. The fact that he kept missing land drops, or he missed one land drop, which kind of put him behind, and puts the Whisperwood Elemental a turn behind, I think wasn't great. The fact that he had to sacrifice one of his lands, too, to do it, just doesn't help things. Because at this point, he can generate a ton of mana and put a lot of stuff on the board, but you're just bringing too much. All right, so 2 triggers for the Foundry Street Denizen.
I think at this point I realized I made a mistake.
Yeah.
Should have just fired off the burn.
Mm-hmm.
While he's tapped out.
Because I don't really have
any attacks here.
Any real attacks.
Yeah.
After doing that,
you can have a trade for the Whisperwood.
I think my only attack at this point is to attack with just the Frenzied Goblin and make his elemental not be able to block. But even then, it's not even a good attack.
Yeah.
Just bounces off the cursor.
So you add it to the board, but you don't really need to add to the board because you got 7 points of a burn in your hand. Well, you can still fire off you can still fire off the Stoke and then just upkeep, or your turn fire off a Lightning Strike. So you should still be fine here. He can generate. Let's see. All right, flips over. He generated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana from the Nykthos. Use 2 of it to flip over the Voyaging Satyr.
Seems like a good move.
Yeah, which can then untap the Nykthos.
So he's gaining a mana basically.
He needs to gain life from from the Courser. I mean, we know that.
So it looks like he's got about 7 mana now. If he taps.
5 minus
5,
2.
go to 3, add 6, 9.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to pay 2 more.
It's actually 7 now.
Yeah, he's got to pay 2 more to tap the Nykthos.
Yeah.
So I think I'll have 7.
6.
Oh yeah, it is because he has to go back down to 1. Okay.
7. Yeah.
Stupid Nykthos. Alright, so you got 7 green mana, you got the Sylvan Caryatid. Drops the
Eidolon of Blossoms.
Which I don't know if he really needs that right now.
So he's got 3 mana left for Courser. And then he's gonna gain 2 life.
7, which is just not enough.
Which is unfortunate because I deserve to be punished.
Yeah. I don't know if he can get more than. I don't know if he can gain more life than he did there. I think playing the Eidolon of Blossoms is right. Gets him the Courser, then allows him to play the Courser. And you just show him the 7. Alright, gain 2. Alright, we do have deck lists for both. Ben, you've got 3 Searing Bloods, 3 Wild Slashes, 2 Faded Conflagrations, 2 Harnessed by Force, 2 Forged Devils, a Lightning Strike, Perforos, and a Mountain. What are you thinking here?
I'm thinking I'm on the draw, so the game's gonna go late, whether I like it or not. I'm also thinking that his threats are they're kind of big, but they don't seem like I could just active treason and get a free attack in because he clogs the board up to his devotion strategies. So I'm thinking, what cards would I want to see the late game? And they're just my most expensive cards. So I'm thinking, all right, let's just try to make this more about burning him. So I'm looking at Perforos again. I'm looking at my Mountain. I'm looking at my Conflagrations.
I think he just is taking out Pelucranos.
Pelucranos?
Which I don't understand. I don't think that's a good choice to take out. If I'm him and looking at his deck list, the first thing I take out is Eidolon of Blossoms. I know it draws you cards and you can draw a bunch of cards off of it, but alright, so Pelucranos. It looked like an Arbor Colossus. Maybe a Genesis Hydra. I can understand taking out some of the bigger stuff like a Genesis Hydra, even though you can get 2 for 1. You get a second creature off of it. Pelucranos, though, I really like in his against you.
Pelucranos is an all-star against me. If I'm not already in your face or have evasion, he takes over the game against me. I have to go over the top when Pelucranos untaps. Mm-hmm. He untaps with mana and Pelucranos. So definitely keeping the Pelucranos against me. And he can play it on turn 3, which is amazing.
So I see you brought in some Nalia's Disciples.
Yeah.
Which is also really good against you as well.
Maybe that's why he took out the Pelucranos so he could play those instead.
Yeah, but if I'm taking out a 4-drop, like I said, I'm taking out Eidolon of Blossoms.
Yeah, for sure.
Even the one-teamer Sabretooth, which you can go off with, I don't feel like that's my plan right now against you.
What do you think about Nylea in this matchup? Yeah, what do you guys think about that?
Crazy about it. Geoff, what do you think?
No, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think he... I mean...
He runs 1 main board.
I don't think you need to go... With the Night of Ocean deck, I don't think you have to go as wide as you normally would against another deck.
Well, I mean, what you're trying to do is get to the point where you can fire... you can get your devotion up and then just, fire off 1 large Creator's Clause and win the game that way.
Yeah.
I don't think you need a ton of threats that you're going to be pumping mana into because you don't have to worry about getting countered or your creatures getting...
You don't need to worry about board wipes or anything.
Right.
I want stuff that just makes it so you can't attack me. So, like, Eidolon of Blossoms doesn't do that. It's just a 2/2 for 4 mana. It draws you a card, but like I said, I really like Pelucranos against you. I don't know if I probably take out the Mastery of the Unseen as well. I don't know how good it is against your deck.
The life gain is pretty nice though.
It's slow though.
Because if you can start manifesting stuff from the Whisperwood, and then you just have the Mastery of the Unseen on the board, you can just start gaining a ton of life even without activating it.
That is true. There's an Eidolon Blossoms in his hand, so he did keep those. I also saw Nylea's Disciple and Whisperwood Elemental. Then you got 3 lands. I think I saw Hordeling Outburst. There's a Crown Crusader. Lightning Strike, looks like. And a Swift Spear. Just bring the beats right away.
Oh, man, it's one of my favorite cards out of that set.
Yeah.
Swift Spear.
Does a lot of work. Alright, Marco with a turn 2 Elvish Mystic.
So he can go 4-drop next turn.
Yeah, you can play the Blossoms or the Disciple, which I don't know if I want to drop the Disciple right now. Ben adding a lot to the board, though. Marco... Figure out what lane he wants to go with on the turn 3. Plays another Forest. Sacks the Winsopheath and guess getting a Forest. Yep. I think he only needs really 1 Plains, maybe 2 at most. I know he's got 1 in his hand. Alright, so you've got a Hordeling Outburst. Another Stoke. Man, those Stokes are like rhinos, man. They just come in packs, I feel like. Alright, turn 4, there's the Blossoms. Draws a card. Third land. This is like perfect for you. It's like no more land after this. Alright. Strike the Blossom. Another reason why I'm not crazy with that card against your deck. Come in for 2, 4, 5. Marco's already down to 12.
Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good right now, but
I do. There's the Nile. Okay, so he drops the Whisperwood Elemental, which is pretty good. It's hard to attack with that unless you have like a Hammer Hand.
There's a Stoke.
Or a Stoke.
Yep.
The Swift Spear.
Going for the safe play.
Yeah.
Got to keep my threats on the board.
Yeah, that makes sense. His draw was another Elvish Mystic. Alright. And a Satyr.
Alright, so
he's got in his hand he's got a Plains that looks like a Nylea's Disciple.
So it's looking like I need to end this game.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's gonna happen this turn.
Yeah. So Outburst triggers the Swiss Spear, so I'm guessing you got another attack there. You don't want to offer up the Fire Trigger Satyr as a trade.
Well, if it trades, it's going to trade probably with an Elvish Mystic, I imagine.
Yeah.
Or maybe the Manifest, depending if it was just a land. Maybe it's...
Looks like it's Crater's Claws.
Okay.
Double blocks. Takes out his Crater's Claws.
Oh, Wizards. How do you make things interesting?
Looks like his draw was a Genesis Hydra. I think here you just drop the... I guess you can generate some... You only have 3, so... Alright, so there's the Disciple. Gain 5. Now you can fire off the Nykthos for what? For 5.
5, yeah.
For 5. Untap it. So you get 8.
No, you can't. You can use 2 man. Oh, no, you're right.
Because he's got the 2 Elvish Mystics.
Yeah, he's got the Voyage and Satyr, so. Oh, nothing happened.
Another Nylea's Disciple. Ben, I gotta say, this one's not looking good for you.
So
That's
another
fair.
5? What?
It doesn't look good.
7 life, yeah.
Yeah.
And then a huge Genesis Hydra.
So there's 7, and then you can tap it and do another 5. That's 12. Is that right?
13
2,
mana,
4, 5,
maybe?
6, 7.
Yeah, it's
10,
12 because
Jeez.
Genesis Hydras is for 10 here.
The Whisperwood.
Yeah, it's got the Whisperwood pulled up to the front.
I mean, is there anything better than that? I don't think so, right? I mean,
No.
He goes for the foil one.
Oh,
Clarification
okay.
there.
It's foil
I get the
manifest.
foil. I don't know how you deal 22 damage here.
Yeah, can I sack my mountains?
Yeah.
That would be great.
The board is just too. He's just got too much life, and the board's just way too cluttered.
Yeah.
And you have a mountain in hand, so that's not gonna do anything. Marco drops a land. I think that was a manifested
Master of the
Unseen. Yeah.
Unseen.
Just passes the turn. You drop a Crusader. You're dropping 1/1s. He's dropping 2/2s.
He's developing his board. I figure
yeah.
might as well follow suit.
So Martinez needs what, a Creator's Clause?
Yeah.
A lot of chump blockers though.
Yeah. Comes in for 10. So token in front of it. Draw for the turn. Titan Strength?
I think it was a lightning strike.
Oh, okay. Marco taps. Another.
Oh, man.
So there's a Whisperwood off camera. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10,
Jeez.
12, 13. Ugh. Yeah, I didn't know how you were going to deal 21. I don't know how you're going to deal 35.
Where there's a will, I might scoop. Hey, that's not the phrase.
All right, so you just took 16.
Yeah.
So how high does he have to go until you scoop?
Oh, I should have scooped like last turn. But, at this point, I wanted to see if I could spot any other sideboard tricks that he had.
Sense.
That's why I was playing this game out, because I knew like, after the second Disciple, I was way out of reach.
Yeah.
You can maybe hope
he was, but
yeah.
So I'm playing for information, and I know that I'm not worried about going to time or anything. My deck really,
Right.
if it does that, there's an issue with how I play Magic. Just saying.
I mean, is it possible that he mills himself out before he can kill you?
Well, possible, but not. I don't think he's anywhere close to that. Right.
Genesis Hydra puts him on the bottom, or they go to the graveyard.
The cards that you do not pick are shuffled back into the deck.
Right. Okay,
they go on the bottom, and then you shuffle your deck, which is weird.
So you need him to like mastery, and then just
right. You block with the Fire Drinker Satyr and take 10.
Yep, good block.
All right, so you're back on the play now.
Yeah, I like that.
Any changes you're thinking about? Looking at the harnesses.
Oh, I think I'm on the play. If I remember right, I was thinking about bringing the Mardu scouts in or back in.
Those are the ones with the dash?
Yeah, just because I'm on the play, but
you run 2 of those main board. Okay. Just so you can be aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I believe I'm thinking I'm going to keep the Perforos back in, so there's some synergy between dashing every turn and Perforos.
Yeah. So do you know what you just took out there?
2 Dragon Mantles.
Okay. And why is that?
I felt like it was the least aggressive card in the deck.
That makes sense. Any thought about bringing those Forge Devils in?
Yeah, I mean, whenever I see Mana Dwarfs, I always think about my Forge Devils, but he doesn't always start off with them. Like, he doesn't need them. He can... I mean, that's the only card that I can hit, too. I'm bringing him in just for that one card.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of the 2 mana elves.
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't really do enough. Unfortunately, it's too narrow. in this matchup.
You have to like your chances, though, of being on the play.
Oh, yeah. I think I ended up bringing the Forge Devils in anyway. I took out a 1 of Frenzy Goblin and 1 of Foundry Street Denizen. So
Okay.
That seems kind of... thinking about it, looking back at it, literally, it seems not right, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out.
I like bringing in the Forge Devils. I know it might not be the best play. I don't know. Just the off chance that you do hit one of those Elvish Mystics is always really nice. Geoff, what do you think?
I don't know. I kind of like maybe the Wild Slash over the Forge Devils.
Yeah, that
take
makes
out
sense.
out the Voyaging Satyrs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, options.
And
what
you can kill the Elvish Mystics.
Yeah, it goes after both. Yeah.
If that's the case, then you think it would be worth it to just go ahead and bring in Searing Bloods to give me the reach? Or is 2 mana a little steep?
Yeah.
Being on the play.
I think you really want to be. I don't think Searing Blood is a any as much better than the Wild Slash. I think if you brought a couple Wild Slashes in, it's probably enough.
All right, Marco's got 4 lands. There's that Swiss Spear on turn 1 again. Doing work. You've got Fire Drinker Satyr.
And a Hammer Hand.
Crusader. So you've got plays. And there's another Fire Drinker Satyr. And another Swiss Spear. Wow, your hands. You've got the aggression there.
And it is nice you don't have to worry about your cards getting killed by cheap removal.
Yeah.
You can just kind of play out the most explosive play you can without worrying about getting stuff killed.
I like this play too because you get attack for 4,
5 because of the prowess trigger.
Yeah, and the token has haste as well too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nice.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite plays to make just because it gives me such a board presence already. Or so quickly.
Turn 2, he's already down to 14. I like that.
Is that a Hornet Nest in his hand?
Yes, that is a Hornet Nest.
Another Swift Spear.
Wow. So you can only trade with the nothing, right?
Yep.
You can block the Swift Spear and hope you don't do anything.
So you're empty-handed now.
Oh,
there's a Hornet's Nest.
And then I draw the perfect card.
Does that stoke the flames?
You betcha it is.
So, so you stoke the Hornet Nest?
Obviously. That is the...
Alright, so he blocks the Chrono Crusader and Fire Drinker Satyr. So that means you could fire it off for lethal then, right?
That's correct.
Yep.
Because then you get 2 triggers from the...
2 prowess
there's 4 to the face, 2 prowess triggers, and 2 from the Fire Drinker Satyr. There it is. Ben taking it down quickly. I mean, Marco didn't really have a chance to do anything. Yeah, I don't really know how he didn't really misplay anything. He just
no
didn't. You just got there really fast. That stoke was nice.
Yep, all in.